First down, here's Dak. And the coverage passes an early test. They've got somebody there to knock it away, and that's going to bring up second down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Yeah, we're going to 54. Wide in.
To the air on third and long. This is complete to Ferguson out left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
47. Here we go, 46. 26.
They do snap it. Here's Prescott. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4. First and 10 from the 43.
Yeah! There we go. Kill. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one's complete, right side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Dak throwing again. Intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Velocity guard brings up second and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
17 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
On first and 10, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On first down, it's Nix. Caught, nice gain left side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Nix now on first and 10. And they're going to score a touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. They're on the road, but so favored coming into this one. And they quickly made a mockery of that home field advantage, Brock, with an opening drive TD.
Just kind of playing like a team, right? That just knows it. They believe in themselves. They've got that athletic arrogance and confidence. Coming into this building, they can't wait to take the home crowd right out of it.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. First and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this is taken ahead to the 37th. Brought down by the corner pick 20th out of the University of Texas, John Day Barron.
Second and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 40. Here we go, going to 54. Why ain't? Hey, kill.
Dak now from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hey, 47. Hey, kill. Here we go, going to 54, Why ain't?
Prescott now on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, we've been here once before already, Kate. They converted on that fourth down. Hey, I wouldn't put it past him to try it again, but from this spot, I think most coaches would just punt it away.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
Here we go. Then we're going to 53.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Goes to the hurry up here.
A loss of 16 yards. It's third down. Third and long.
Third and long for him here. Chased out to his right. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up fourth down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Here we go. What do you think?
Dak off the play fake. It's another first half mistake. fake. He's intercepted again. Riley Moss with the pick.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Nix with it on first. Forced that to his right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Nix. Rolling deep here for the end zone. Defender arrives wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either. Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Turpin with a return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Yeah! There we go! Wide, ain't it?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Finds him on the crossing route. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I'd call a high belief factor in himself.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
We're going to 53. We're going to 53. Again
on 2nd and 10, Prescott. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Now it's Prescott again. That lines up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. That's the end of our opening quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. First down. Here's Dak. This is complete to Ferguson out left. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go. Here we go 47. Here we go 47. Here we go going to 54. Wide in. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Pickett. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go. Here we go 46. Then we're going to 53. Here we go 46, 46, 26.
Dak throwing again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Prescott here from the gun. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Here we go. 26.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This will be a 44-yard look. Aubrey puts it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Captain, ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Buys time, rolling right. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline. Trying to recover, you can put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Back to the air, Prescott taking a chance to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Offense in a hurry up here.
A 6-yard pickup.
Here's Nix to throw. Escapes out to the left. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Bombers.
Nix from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Broncos.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Oh no, they get him yet again. Deron Bland has it.
Nix's pass. Intercepted.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Kill. 47. 26.
Dak now from the gun. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Yeah, here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54. 26.
Throwing again is Dak. This ball's caught by Pickens. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Yeah, 26.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 5 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, 46.
Another throw for Prescott. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's P.J. Luck into the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. A pick six for Denver. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Kate, I know you've listened to me over the years praise and compliment offenses to just not go away from success. If you're running it well, keep running it. If you're throwing it, keep throwing it. Don't go away from it. Well, this defense, they're not going away from the pressure. And you see the dividends it's paid this time all the way for 6 points.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Back to the air. Prescott after that pick. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Riley Moss with the pick. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Back to the air, following that pick 6. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Yeah! I can't. Here we go, 47. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Here we go, 48.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go, 48.
To throw, Prescott. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Surtain has it. And the Broncos take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Second down, give to Harvey. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
A loss of 2 yards.
Third and long for him here. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punting away. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Throwing on first is Prescott. Into traffic, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Now here's Prescott. Completes it again to Pickens. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, here's Dak. Sends this to the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. He didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Doc. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Throwing again, Prescott. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Here we go. Hey, kill. Wide, ain't it? Here we go, kill. Here we go, going to 54, wide, ain't it? Here we go, going to 54, wide, ain't it? What do you think?
One final shot before the half. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys cut into the lead on the last play of the half. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Managed that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Cowboys 17.
First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Nicks off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nicks. Lobs this deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throw here, third down. Completed over the middle. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this fourth down.
An 8-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Back to throw it. That one finds his man, Ingram. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Working quickly here.
And the Broncos first down. A gain of 14. First down, Denver.
On first down, it's Nix. On the move, headed right. Now he's going to take a deep shot down the right side. This is brought in at the 15. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Captain.
They kick the running back in motion. Nix now on first and 10. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Watts there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
17.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Turpin with a return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Yeah! There we go. 48. 26.
They kick the hands off. Now Prescott. And it's not going to be caught. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And now it's second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 53. Hey, kill.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now it's Prescott again. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. No yet this time. They got on him quickly down at the 32-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Cowboys first down.
Hey, kill.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We're going to 54.
Dak throwing again. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Back to the air, Prescott. All the left side. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos have it once again after yet another interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Nix with it on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. Nix from the gun. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Harvey. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
He's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead.
17.
Well, Brock, the run certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it, but there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And they pick him off again! And the Broncos have it again after...
gotta pump my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We money, more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch, my savior. Hold up. Give me that touch with my hater. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? It's a glitch, but you don't wanna see more. No, you wanna see more, but you wanna see sore. Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And makes it across the 20 as his guys roll set. Up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
No, we changed it. Hey,
they go play action now. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, middle.
Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Throwing is Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Baltimore first down.
To throw is Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
13. Hey, Alpha.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Second and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Set. 11, big 13.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 76 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's got some space here. He's on his way. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown, 79 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Here we go. 11.
Line up for the two-point conversion.
11. Stop.
The Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A dump off now to Hill. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
180. Right shot. Go. Go ahead. 180.
Here we go with Hill. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
180.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
T. Higgins, 36 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
That's caught, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Go.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that ball.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Onward. 180. 180.
Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. That is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Tron will go down back at the 12. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? But can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
This is Fant on the short completion. I'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens 41-yard line.
11.
Burrow on play action. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Jackson now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, middle.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. And a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now 2nd and 9. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Hey, middle.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. To throw is Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
11. 180. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11, Thomas.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. 180.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who are getting 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
1-1, ready? 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT. Here we go, here we go. 11. Hey, can. 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Shot.
They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go. Go. Can. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bengals.
12. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
11. Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Big 13. 11.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
11 Thomas. 12. 11 mighty. Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty... Solid return, nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Let's get set. 12. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pressure comes and down he goes. Nnamdi Madubuike forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
It's second down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
Here we go, here we go. 12, right 80. Right side. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Nnamdi Madubuike able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
6 yards. 3 and out.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Jackson to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run forward with Hill. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that may be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Right back to Brown. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Second and 1 at the 33-yard line.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Noah Fant, 32 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 79 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run forward with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 2-yard line.
Go. What?
Henry again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for this.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 109 yards rushing for him now to this point. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
brings up third
On one, ready?
down.
11-90. 11-90. It's just set. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one out wide and intercepted. He may go. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for two.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try to run forward with Hill. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Jones on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
After the pick six, here's Burrow again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a three-point game. Second and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Stop. Hey, can. Stop.
They'll look to throw here. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing if they needed to get a stop, they're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
With 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
11. Here we go. 11. 12. Stop.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
On one, ready?
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Here we go.
First down, Bengals.
Stop. 11 MT. 12. 11 mighty. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
On one, ready?
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 12. 11 Thomas. 11 Thomas.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game.
Gun.
1st and 10 here.
White 80. 11. Dot.
Burrow on play action. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
White 80. 11. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andre Yoshibas from 21 yards away. And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And McPherson on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next the score, Bengals 37, Ravens 27.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
At the 48-yard line.
13.
Jackson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And now here's another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And they finally put it into this return, but not before it's all the way down to 37. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But, well, this is taken in. It's complete.